As you can quite clearly see, I buzzed my hair. Now, let's talk about why. By the way, I've made a free Notion template for you. It's got all 7 days of the week, so you can organize your messy schedule. I'll leave it linked below, and it's in my bio. Make sure you go check it out. The first reason I thought I'd bring up is the Adonis Protocol. Now, what is this? The Adonis Protocol is a protocol where you become a man and you stop being a little bitch and you actually do things that are good for you. Now, part of it is cutting out sugar, cutting out porn and jerking off, and stop playing video games. That's another thing. And here, I'll put up a video. This is me last night, literally last night, before I buzzed my hair, playing what was it? Assassin's Creed Odyssey for the last time. I turned my Xbox off. It's the last time I'm ever gonna play video games. And I know I made a video saying, oh, I cut out video games, but I didn't actually. I continued to relapse and play video games and jerk off and all those bad habits. I ate junk food, but not anymore, because the Adonis Protocol is life-changing. It is absolutely, I think, one of the best programs I've ever seen. It's run by Hamza Ahmed, I believe his name is, and he is an absolute legend. He has a YouTube channel, which you've probably seen clips of, or you've probably seen videos of, and he talks a lot about self-improvement, and he is one of the best leaders I think I've ever seen. And I'll put up a picture here, but this is basically my morning, afternoon routine every day. Now, first, we have cold showers. As soon as you wake up, you run and get in a cold shower. Second thing is meditation. After your cold shower, you go to your bed, put the pillows against your sideboard, and you meditate for a little bit. Third thing is gratitude. And this could be journaling, this could be sending out messages, whatever your preference is. Right, so next thing on that list is ETF, I believe. Yeah. Yep. And what it stands for is Eat the Frog. Now, I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, sounds weird, of course, but basically it's meant to represent, if you were to eat a frog, say you had to do it between dinner time and 8 o'clock, and would you eat the frog at the beginning of your dinner, or during your dinner, or at the end of your dinner? Think about that for a second. Now, you probably, or should at least have said, that at the beginning of dinner, you get it's a live frog. You eat the live frog at the beginning of your meal, and then you have the rest of your meal to wash the taste out of your mouth. You do the hard thing first. Now, this represents getting the hardest task that you have today and just getting it out of the way. Now, of course, some days you won't be able to get the hard task out of the way because some excuses you make up, or the hardest thing for you to do is at work, so maybe you can't do the hardest thing in the morning, but do the hardest thing first. And the next thing is AW, which stands for Adonis Workout. It's a dumbbell or kettlebell workout, and designed by Hams himself. It is absolutely killer. I did it this morning. This is my first day on the protocol, and it is epic. It's definitely something I recommend, and yeah. The last thing I put on there is IG. Now, this is just a reminder for me to edit and post a video on Instagram, but you can really put anything you want on there, but just don't make it too big to the point where it's overwhelming. But yeah, those are pretty much the main. That's a habit tracker, by the way. That's the main points about the habit tracker. Mine has 6, but you really only need the first 5. So, second thing I thought I'd bring up is that a buzz cut represents masculinity and strength. Now, it's probably the most masculine haircut you can get, because if you have it long hair, like down to, like, I don't know, Brad Pitt in Bullet Train. That's kind of more like a women's haircut. But if you cut it real short, it represents strength and masculinity. If you think about it, the military, what haircuts do they give them in the military? Those are some of the hardest, strongest, best men out there. They're in the military. What haircut do they give them? Buzz cut. Boom. Cut it all off. And David Goggins, he's bald, but very short hair. Andrew Tate, he's also bald, but very short hair. Joe Rogan's a former UFC fighter. It represents strength and masculinity, and I think that it is one of my favorite haircuts to get. I've had it several times before, but never actually as a serious thing to start like doing all this self-improvement stuff. It's the first time that's been happening. But yeah, the third point that I thought I'd bring up is the third thing that I thought I'd bring up is anyone who makes fun of you for having a buzz cut, they're losers. Like, they're not actually doing anything to improve their life. They're not going to the gym. You are. I am, at least. They're not getting up at 6 every morning. I am. You are. They aren't doing all the hard things that you're doing. They want instant satisfaction, like jerking off, playing video games, dopamine, doom scrolling, all this bad stuff that you're doing right now. If you have a buzz cut and you're doing things to improve your life, don't listen to anything they have to say about how buzz cut makes you look stupid or dumb. Because at the end of the day, you're working towards your goals. They haven't even set their own goals. So, yeah, that's kind of all I had to say today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.